You never know if somebody's dying on the inside because I was that person. Making everybody believe it, especially the woke, but not the woke ones. They knew.
They knew.
So from that moment where it was almost like I had this angel on my shoulder just saying, change your mindset, change your life. Normally I would take the stairs, the escalators, change your mindset, change your life. I started taking the stairs, not knowing that I was unconsciously building new neural pathways in my brain. All this was unconscious.
Wow.
Normally I use gel soap, change your mindset, change your life. So I use bar soap. Normally I watch TV or scroll, change your mindset, change your life. So I started reading books. It's been 11 years.
Wow.
And every day, because the object in motion stays in motion, I am always looking for opposite when it comes to any form of resistance. So it's been 11 years. Imagine most humans that we're habitual creatures by nature. Their adults are deteriorated children. But I built a new pattern of, I'm gonna do the opposite. Observe the masses and do the opposite. Do that. So because that was the new pattern, that landed me in some of the most high frequencied rooms, me reading my books, developed new ways of thinking. Now I had dropped 40 something pounds, put on 19 pounds of muscle, took my body fat from 16.4% down to 6%, on fire for life.
What?
So
Wow.
my energy
Yeah.
was attracting so many different kind of people. And once I knew where to put the energy, and I was like, oh my goodness, wow, people are coming to me and I'm learning about this personal development and personal growth and emotional intelligence so I can put language on certain feelings that I have, like a baby going from gaga goo goo to ball. Got surrounded by a community of healthy, active lifestyle, personal growth, mentors and everything, because that's just what they did in that community. Now we're 11 years later. I've been able to retire my mom, multiple 7 figures, and not even difficult, easy, multiple 7-figure businesses, traveled, spoken in over 75 countries on stages of 55,000 people, 40,000, high ticket one-on-one coach, best-selling book, no PR, no money behind it, sold over 82,000 copies, all independent through Amazon.
Amazing.
But all of that is a direct reflection of the opposite of where my life was 11 years ago. And now we're here at the brave table because I chose to be brave in my own life.
It's so, it's mind-boggling for me to even think that like you've had such a 360 just 11 years ago.
Only 11 years ago. And I just had my anniversary of the 11 years in November.
Oh my gosh. And you were at one of the lowest points in your life. And so what do you say to people? First, I want to congratulate you and say that is incredible.
Thank you.
I mean, that's just pure resilience. And it's almost like it's such a testament to the work that you've fully embodied, like head to toe.
Absolutely.
And, you know, what a gift that you've been able to, you know, so many people have these big dreams and they only are able to kind of check off maybe their relationship or maybe their fitness. You've been able to do it in like 10 different categories.
Absolutely.
And for somebody that is listening to this and is struggling right now, what do you think maybe the first, 2 pieces of advice that you could give them to, I know you kind of talked about the awaken that artist within. So can you give us a little bit of
I'll
that?
tell you this, people listen to who they can relate to. So if anybody's struggling and going through a dark time, I know for a fact they're listening to this and be like, damn, if he made it, maybe I can have a glimmer of hope. All I need is for somebody to have a little bit of spark. Because then, like, if we're in the same presence or if we're in the same community, Now I become your person, or not I in the vain sense, but the message that's flowing through me.
Sure.
If you spot it, you got it. So if you're resonating with it, it's because it literally is inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that I always say is find your person. Who's the person that every time they speak, something fires up inside of you? Sometimes there's so much inner information all over, like find your person.
Yeah.
At the time, my person was Eric Thomas.
Oh, okay.
You know, be successful as bad as you want to breathe. It
Right.
was something about the way that, because I was an athlete, and he reminded me of a coach. And when coaches talk like that, and you got to be successful, and I was like, oh my God, I've never approached anything with that much energy.
Intensity, yeah.
So I had two people. It was Eric Thomas and John C. Maxwell. And he said that, I don't even remember what he said. I forgot now.
Right.
But
I mean,
yeah.
it's so
No, he
important.
said successful people are willing to do the things that unsuccessful people won't do. And I looked at my life and I'm like, yo, I'm $200,000 in debt. I haven't paid taxes in 10 years, but they can't get you past 7.
Wow.
Oh no, it was crazy.
Oh, so you were hedging your bets in that way.
Oh, big time.
Oh, wow.
I had an angel looking out for me.
Wow.
And so I just started listening. Instead of listening to the radio, instead of going out and partying, I was like, what if I invested the next 90 days into just learning? And I was just a student. I found my people. You find your people. Don't find a million people. Find 1 or 2 people that you really, that really just get you going. Read the books they read. Take whatever courses. Sometimes they got free stuff, whatever. I didn't have any money, but I always figured out a way. When I want something bad enough, I'll find a way.
You figure out a way.
And through there, it's almost like if you're trying to drive to New York at night with 10 feet of headlight and you keep driving, it unlocks another 10 feet. So because I was in the driver's seat of my own life and I started taking responsibility and not blaming it on my skin color, the president, the news, the weather, my mom, my dad, my ex-girlfriend, my daughter, I said, what about, I can't change any of them, but I can change something about me. So number 1, take full responsibility for your life.
Personal responsibility. That's huge.
Yes. And then find your people, find 1 or 2 people, and then find you a community. I'll give you 3 things. Find you a community of the kind of people that you want to be. If you can't afford it, find a free one online, go on Facebook, look up Moms for Entrepreneurs, and that's what you want to be. Go in there and then immerse yourself into that community. And this is really powerful. I talk about community.
It's so big.
I've always thrived in community, but the thing about it was when I was running and selling drugs or breaking into cars, breaking into homes, I was just doing what everybody else close to me was doing.
Is that the environment you grew up with?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't even know any better. And the power of community is no different than the power of language. You want to teach 15 kids that come from different backgrounds language, put them all in a room together, and then teach them the ABCs. That's the power of community. They all learn it pretty much at the same time. So what I did was found Healthy Active Lifestyle Community. There we're talking about personal growth, health, wellness, taking over the world, one healthy person at a time. And I went all in, just like I went all in on chasing women, breaking into cars, and I became the 5 closest people that I surrounded myself around.
See you next time at the Brave Table.